Hi, everybody. Okay, so I just did this and it didn't work. So I'm doing it again. So I have a couple friends who are really mad at each other. And they've been mad at each other for many, many years. And here's the situation um, they are both upset that the other didn't reach out and invite them into their lives. They were friends in college and they were friends after college, and they're both upset that the other one didn't keep in contact, didn't make an effort to keep in contact, that didn't invite them along. They both feel left out. And they're both mad at the other one for being mad at them for not reaching out. So that's ridiculous, right? The thing is that's ridiculous in a way that is typical of human beings. If you look at most disputes, it's sort of like that, and they both know that they have something to apologize for, but they're not willing to apologize unless the other person apologizes. So the situation is like they are in a ring and they have two options. They can hug or they can punch. And they both want to hug, but they both are afraid of being punched. And they both kind of want to punch, but they really want to get to a place where they're friends again. Right? So what are they to do? What are they to do? Now, I don't know what they're going to do, but my advice, my suggestion, I don't like to give advice, but this is advice, is if you find yourself in that situation where you have something to apologize for, and you don't want to give that apology because you want to be right and you're waiting for them to apologize for something else, go first. Somebody has to go first. You be the one to apologize. Now, you see with my friends that I described, right? If one of them steps in and hugs, one of them steps in and says, I'm sorry. I am sorry that I hurt your feelings. I did not mean to hurt your feelings, but I see that I did, and I'm sorry. Without expecting the other person to apologize, right? They have taken the first step. That gives the other person the freedom. They're no longer worried about being hit. They're no longer waiting for the apology. Now they have the freedom to apologize themselves, and the relationship can be repaired. But before that, before somebody apologized, there's no possibility of the relationship being repaired. Do you see that? It's very analogous to a completely different kind of awkward situation, completely different, where two people don't know each other and they're at a cocktail party, or three people or a bunch of people, at a party or a situation where you're meeting people and everybody's waiting for the other person to initiate, to play the host, to be the bigger person, to step forward and shake hands and say, hi, I'm John, and it's really nice to meet you. And what brings you here? And I'll take responsibility for initiating a conversation and come up with a couple of topics, or say something about how nice you look, or ask you where you're from. So you go first. So that's my suggestion, is to be the person who goes first. And Thanksgiving's coming up, so it might be a good time. It might be the time to go to Thanksgiving and say, Uncle Harvey, listen, I know we had a fight 5 years ago and we've been really silent about it, and I just really, really want to apologize because I know what I said hurt your feelings. And what's really important to me is that we have a relationship. And I really hope that that you'll accept my apology and that we can move forward. And then Uncle Harvey might say, all right, okay, I accept your apology because you were wrong. You say, yeah, I was wrong. And focus on the fact that you were wrong. Don't expect him to apologize, because Uncle Harvey might not apologize, but at least you cleaned up your side of the street. Don't be mad that he doesn't apologize. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, so I have some huge news. I no longer work for the company I worked for. It laid off almost everybody on Friday. This gives me a huge amount of freedom. I'm starting my company full bore ahead, and I have a gigantic amount of freedom to do fun things like this. I'm not going to do one tomorrow. We're traveling. We're going away for Thanksgiving, so this is the only one I'm going to do this week. But look for higher production values, a few more graphics, la 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 la. It's going to be later in the day. I'm going to work out my morning a little bit different, and I mean later in the day, like 7:30 or 7:45. It'll be probably at the same time. It's going to be on YouTube. So those are all changes, but I'm going to continue doing this because I love doing it. So Thanksgiving's coming up. I want you to be thankful today. This is my advice, a suggestion, because it's really good to be grateful. Really, really good for you. You can't be angry and be grateful. It allows your heart to sing. So be grateful. Use Thanksgiving to be grateful. Express your gratitude to all those crazy people that you are family members with. Be the person who's grateful. Go first and have a fantastic holiday. Bye.